What's the difference between this pub and this pub? They're both in the same part of the same city, but whereas this pub has been given £25,000 from the government as part of its support scheme for coronavirus, this pub has received nothing. And what's the difference between this pub and this one? They're both the same size in the same city, but whereas this one has been given £25,000, this pub has received nothing. And what's the difference between this pub and this pub? They're a similar size and close to each other on the same road, but whereas this pub has been given £25,000, this pub has had nothing. Doesn't look right, does it? I'll tell you another thing that's not right. Whereas this pub, the pub that's been given £25,000, paid just £14,000 in business rates last year. This pub paid more than double. It paid £33,000. And whereas this pub paid just £4,500 in rates last year, this one paid 7 times that, paying nearly £29,000. And whereas this pub paid just £10,000 in rates last year, this one paid £51,000. 5 times as much as a competitor, the same size and on the same road, just up the road from it. So the pubs that have paid in the least in rates are the ones getting the generous cash grants. Or to put it another way, the very pubs that have been paying eye-wateringly high business rates are the ones missing out on the financial aid that their competitors, comparable competitors, are receiving. Now, all the pubs I've shown you here that are on the wrong end of government's policy are pubs that we operate. The government is giving massive financial advantages to our competitors. The combined effect of low rates bills and government cash grants means that over the last 12 months, this pub is £44,000 better off than this one. And this one is £49,000 better off than this pub. And this pub is £66,000 better off than this one. The scale of these disparities are hard to comprehend, and even harder to stomach for an operator like me who's on the wrong end of them. So what's going on here? Well, the government has used rateable values of a business to decide who gets the grants and who doesn't. It's a clumsy, crude, winner-takes-all method, and it doesn't work. If your rateable value is under £51,000, you'll receive the cash grants. If it's a penny over, you get nothing. And not only that, if your rateable value is under £51,000, last year you would have also received a generous 1/3 discount on your annual rates bill. So a rateable value under £51,000, happy days. £51,000 or over, a disaster. The government's thinking here is that the rateable value of business property is somehow indicative of how much help it needs. Big rateable value, big pub, probably run by a big company and financially okay. And that might work if rateable values were set fairly and accurately, but they're not. They're routinely set incorrectly, creating massive variances that are catastrophic if, like us, you're on the wrong end of one. What is a rateable value? Well, the government gives all business premises a rateable value. It's used to determine your business rates bill. The bigger your rateable value, the more you pay in business rates each year. Every 5 years or so, the government give a business premises a rateable value. It should reflect things like the size and location of your business. But their valuations are all over the place. Let me show you what I mean. In 2017, the rateable values of English pubs rose on average by 18%. But this one's went up by 152%. This one increased by 137%, and this one by 183%. Which means that whilst this pub's rateable value has been set at £46,000, this one's is £69,500. And whilst this one's is just £16,300, this one's is £59,750. And whilst this one's is just £33,000, this one has a rateable value of £102,000. These valuations are clearly ludicrous. All of this means we've been paying cripplingly high non-discounted rates bills for the last year, paying way more than our competitors. We've paid tens of thousands of pounds more in rates, yet now we're the ones missing out on the aid that everyone else seems to be getting. We need these cash grants more, not less, than our competitors. And do you know what the final kick in the teeth is? The government has said that even if you are successful in having your rateable values lowered below the threshold on appeal, that they won't be issuing them retrospectively. How can that be right? If you think that this system is wrong and something should change, please show your support by liking and sharing this video. And Rishi Sunak, if you're watching, please give us access to these grants and give us the same support you're giving our competitors. Bearing in mind how much we've paid in rates these last few years, I think we deserve it, don't you?